Hello students, this is Latif sir. Today I am going to continue the discussion about separation technique. Today first separation technique is crystallization. So what is crystallization? Crystallization is a technique which is used to separate a dissolved solid from its solution state. Crystallization is a technique which is used to separate a dissolved solid from its solution state. And the technique is, first you have to warm the solution in an open container, and then you have to add more solute in the solution until a stage is reached when no more solute can be dissolved. You have to left the solution undisturbed for some time. As the solution cools, the solvent evaporates, leaving behind the solid solute, which arranges into a regular pattern of crystal. This is the method of crystallization. Example of crystallization: rock candy or candy sugar or misri is an example of crystallized sugar lump obtained from crystallization. Next separation technique is centrifugation. So what is centrifugation? And the method of separating finely suspended solid component in a liquid by spinning the mixture in a closed container at a very high speed is called centrifugation. So centrifugation is a method of separating finely suspended solid components in a liquid by spinning the mixture in a closed container at a very high speed. It is carried out in a machine which is called centrifuge. The principle of this method is that the heavier particles experience larger centrifugal force than the lighter particle when you are rotating, when you are spinning the mixture uh, in a very high speed. At a very high speed, the heavier particles experience larger centrifugal force than the lighter particles. This is the basic principle of centrifugation. That is, the heavier particles experience larger centrifugal force than the lighter particle when you are spinning the mixture in a closed container at a very high speed. This is a the figure 3.15 is the process of centrifugation, and the machine is centrifuge. After spinning the mixture in centrifuge, the suspended component in the liquid collect at the base of the container. The liquid is separated by decantation. This method is used to separate butter from milk. It is also used in laboratories to separate blood and its components. Okay. And now the modern technique of separation is chromatography. Chromatography is a technique of separating a mixture of chemicals in gas or in liquid form. Chromatography is a technique of separating a mixture of chemicals in gas or in liquid form. In chromatography, it has two phases. One is stationary phase and other is a mobile phase through which the mixture is separated. And the basic principle of chromatography, you have to remember all the basic principle of all type of separation. Okay. And the basic principle of chromatography uh, is uh, selective adsorption. That is, it is based on selective adsorption on the surface of stationary phase. Adsorption means uh, absorption on the surface. Okay. So adsorption means absorption at the surface. Chromatography literally means color. color writing, because in earlier time it was used to separate mixture that had colored component. But currently, however, it is used to separate both colored as well as colorless mixture. Paper chromatography is one of the most common chromatography procedures. In this method, we take a special paper, usually a cellulose filter paper, that act as a stationary phase. In paper chromatography, a cellulose filter paper used, which is act as stationary phase. A suitable solvent used in paper chromatography, which acts as mobile phase. So solvent is mobile phase in paper chromatography, and the cellulose filter paper acts as stationary phase. Now you have to drop the mixture at the lower portion of the paper. That is at the lower portion of the cellulose filter paper, which is stationary phase. And then the paper is dipped in the solvent in such a way that the drop of mixture is above the level of the solvent. As the solvent moves through the paper due to capillary action, it dissolves the mixture and takes its constituent along with it. Constituent that have a strong affinity to the solvent will move faster than the constituent that have a strong affinity to the paper. The constituent that have a strong affinity to the solvent will move faster than the constituent that have a strong affinity to the paper. In this way, the constituents of the mixture get separated based on the rate of difference at which each constituent moves along the paper. And this figure is a paper chromatography technique. Now, use of paper chromatography. There are many uses of paper chromatography. Paper chromatography is used for following purposes. First, it is used for identifying constituent in a mixture. Second, it is used for the separation of amino acid. Important. Which technique is used for separation of amino acid? Answer is paper chromatography. Okay, or normal. If option given is that only chromatography, you have to mark this chromatography. And next use is, it is used to determine organic compounds and biochemicals in urine. And last use, it is used for the determination of hormones and drug in the pharmaceutical sector. Now, method of separation. Combination of methods of separation. That is, combination of method means more than one methods. So, to separate the components from a mixture, sometimes more than one technique is used at various stage. To separate the components from a mixture, sometimes more than one technique is used at various stage. For example, separation of iron fillings, sand, wood shavings, and ammonium chloride salt. In the first step, the iron fillings are separated by magnetic separation, because iron fillings are attracted by magnet. So in the first step, iron fillings are separated by magnetic separation. Then the mixture of sand, wood shavings, and ammonium chloride is left behind. In the second step, wood shavings are separated by winnowing, and the mixture of sand and ammonium chloride salt left behind. In the third step, ammonium chloride is separated from sand by sublimation, because ammonium chloride can sublime but sand cannot sublime. So By using this these three steps, you can separate a mixture of iron fillings, ammonium chloride, sand, and wood saving. Second example, separation of zinc dust, iron dust, and sulfur powder. First step, by magnetic separation, you can separate out the iron dust from the mixture. In the second step, the remaining mixture is dissolved in carbon disulfide. Sugar in when you dissolve the remaining mixture in carbon disulfide, sulfur get dissolved. Sulfur get dissolved, but zinc dust not dissolved. Next, in the last step or third step, filter the mixture. Zinc is obtained as residue because it not dissolved in carbon disulfide. So zinc is obtained as residue on the filter paper and sulfur in the solution. Uh, In the solution mean in the filtrate. And in the fourth step, evaporate the solvent. Evaporate the solvent carbon disulfide to obtain sulfur. So using more than one technique of separation, you can separate. Sometimes you can separate a mixture of more than two component. Okay, thank you. And your third chapter completed today.